Okay, it is Friday, September 30th, last day of the month, 9:22 a.m. Eastern Coast. Let me get this disclaimer out of the way. I am not a financial advisor. This is not to be used as financial advice, and please do your own research. So we're going to go over, I think the big news for Million Token is the Gate.io wallet is, at 22,857 as I'm talking right now. I think it was 23,000 earlier. I think that'll be my main focus. We'll talk about some other stuff in the news with Million Token and the stock market in general. But I know some people thought that, once this big whale had sold all his tokens on Gate, that the price would skyrocket or whatever, right? Nobody was expecting that they were buying and selling at the same time, using a bot to buy those dips. And then, when they stockpile enough, they would transfer it back to Gate and sell again. So, I've been thinking about this a couple of days. My first initial thought, like everybody else, was like, oh, great, this is not good. But, I was thinking about it some more, and I'm looking at what we have here. So they deposited 23,046 from 9 different addresses right here at the same time. Which was 42% of what was deposited back on, June 5th. Right here, they had 9 addresses again for a total deposit of 54,650 million token. So 5.4% of the whole supply. So they didn't even deposit half, which means what they had back in June, they don't even have half of that anymore. So, that's good news. So like if Million Token takes off like Bitcoin, and they were sitting on 54,000 at one point, and now they're at 22,857, they're going to be shooting themselves in the foot, thinking, why did we sell at $2 or $3? But I think they just want to do the arbitrage opportunities. They're using bots to buy and sell. And there's risk involved in that too, because I just posted on my Twitter page where somebody lost like over $1 million because there was an exploit and a bot they were using, and they're not getting their money back. So, so there's that. And if you're buying Million Token now, dollar cost averaging, or waiting to buy the dip, it's unfortunate. The bots are buying them before we can because they act faster. But if this person or the Gate.io entity, if they continue to use arbitrage, they'll bring the price down, giving us another opportunity to buy Million Token at a cheaper price. So this was back, 117 days ago, June 5th, from today's date. I'm not really too concerned about it as much as I used to think. When I first discovered this, I think it's me, the mayor, brought it to my attention a couple of days ago on Telegram, asking me to look into this, and then some people were asking me what my thoughts on this. It's not too much of a concern for me. It would be nice if they were just buy and hold, but that's not what they're doing. And if we go back in time when they deposited the 54,000 tokens on June 5th all at once, that we had that one whale with basically 40,000 tokens that I think it was staked at also at one point. But they really had 54,000. That I think this pretty much confirms it, considering that now, a couple of days ago, another 9 addresses again deposited everything, all at the same time. So, let them do their games, and I wouldn't, whatever the price is on Gate. I don't really consider that the driving factor, I guess. For me, the driving factor for the price would be whatever the price is on Uniswap. The price on, let's say, Polygon, there's some good liquidity there. It's still better on Uniswap. And the price just fluctuates too much on the PancakeSwap or the Binance Smart Chain. So when you buy and sell there, the price is going to fluctuate quite a bit. As well as the other chains like Avalanche and whatnot, which I don't really cover anymore. I'm not going to cover Binance Smart Chain. I just mentioned it because I know some people are still buying heavily or selling heavily there, and it's just, you should just bridge your tokens over to Uniswap while the fees are kind of low right now. And so, yeah, those are my thoughts on the Gate IO. We were covering that one wallet, a couple streams ago, and we were wondering what it was, and somebody dug up that it was on Gate, this FC12 wallet address, according to this person on Twitter. It is a Gate IO wallet. And so I'm going to just assume there's other 8 addresses, since it's the same person who has the keys to it. It's all Gate. And so that's that. That's the news on Gate. I think I can close that out now. Again, just look on the bright side. If they're going to drive the price down, it's just better for us if we're buying. And if you want to play the game, you have to sell your tokens before Gate IO does. If the market is going sideways and all of a sudden there's a 40% boom on Million Token and they're trying to get you to FOMO in, maybe, because they could be just wash trading on Gate IO, trying to drive the price up, thinking that, I just wouldn't go into the FOMO. And like if the market goes down, the Gate IO entity, they're going to be selling because they don't want the market to be dumping on them. So, just dollar cost average or buy only when the price is lower than your previous buy. I think that's still a safe bet. And, I'm stacking Million Tokens still. I've got a pretty big amount right now. So what else is new? There's a new proposal, remove the Black Swan link from the Million Token website. The Million Token website, here it is, the milliontoken.org. We've got Million Society. There was somebody had mentioned in one of the socials how maybe we could even divide this up between TLs and the community websites. Like, so Million Society, Crypto Millions, Roar, all these other ones that are like community driven could be separate from Metaphora, DeFi Pro, and Million Pool, which are Tech Leads projects. So that, I thought that was a good idea. But back on Million Society, I'm surprised they're still on the webpage. Actually, their website is still down. Right, if you go to millionsociety.org, their website's down. This this link here takes you to the Discord, the Million Society Discord, and apparently there's somebody stole their graphics, for a project, and Meta Images has come out and said, look, I made the graphics, but somebody took them and is doing something else with them. And it has nothing to do with Million Token. So, here's their graphics being stolen from Black Swan Millionaire Society. The followers, 157 followers, following 3. I don't see any familiar names in there. So it has nothing to do with Million Token. It's just they took Midi's graphic. The graphics that he made were for Million Society, and he was like, "Here you go. You could use them if you want to." But if you go to their Discord, it's like they're not really taking much action to do anything about it. Midi said I think somewhere, if nobody wants to claim these graphics, they're just going to be out there in the Ethernet or whatever, which is not a good stance. I mean, if somebody takes your graphics, and you're going to let them go ahead and use it, I think the people in the community for Million Token they are going to associate you with that other token project. So I know Midi's against that, and I think he wants the Discord people to take action in a proper manner. So I hope they do that. This proposal ends October 3rd, which is a Monday, right? Yeah, Monday morning for me, 6 a.m. So, if their Discord can take some steps by, let's say, Saturday or Sunday, to have that other token people remove those graphics, maybe they could stay on the milliontoken.org, but I don't think it's going to look good because, if you go to Telegram, they from what I've been reading, it's like TL this and TL that. They're kind of over with Million Token. That's how I kind of get it. At least some people are. And I think even Midi says he doesn't even know what that Million Society stands for anymore, is what he says somewhere in that Discord. So it's not looking good. But I just want to bring that to your attention that there's a proposal there that you can vote on if you want to exercise your right to vote. And speaking about the Telegram, there was talk about the StrikeX wallet. I guess million tokens on there. And my stance on StrikeX hasn't changed. I don't think there's enough peer review on it. I still believe in having your crypto on a cold storage wallet like a Ledger or a Trezor device, and then you can use that to hook up to your MetaMask, and then you could stake or unstake your million token in the staking pool. So, I'm still a firm believer of that. But do your own research. If there's if it's easier for you to on ramp with the StrikeX mobile wallet from where you live, then you can try that. I think from what I've been reading, there might be one extra step or something like that. But just watch the fees, because if if you're buying with a credit card, and if they charge you like 5% in fees, you have to make a 5% profit on your crypto, and right off the bat, just to break even. And then you're going to be paying tax on that, so you're not breaking even. So there's that. What else is there? The million pool is at 16.73%. Last I checked, it still had like a 180. Was it? It had a high percent of million token in the pool. But so that's good, and at 16.7%, that's pretty respectable APY. I think that's it for the million token news. The markets, we have Ethereum barely staying above the 200 weekly moving average. We have million token at 275. Let me just go to here. 266 on Ethereum, 258 on Polygon. We had a whale sell 3,000 tokens earlier today, and I think the dip got bought up pretty well, but it's still down below. I think it was hovering around 270 for the last couple of days. And if you zoom out, we're still in this lower range here that we're trading. We've had some long wicks here. I think this is the wick where the whale sold 3,000, and I think that's all he had too. He unstaked it, cashed out, sent it to FTX, I believe. So I don't think he's coming back. What else? We have the dollar index is at 112, but it's still on the high end there. Kevin Svensson posted out a video, and he was talking about currencies, and the dollar is the only one that's going up compared to all the other currencies. But you and I know with inflation that the value of the dollar is still going down. But compared to the other currencies of the world, it's doing much better, being the world currency. Bitcoin, surprise, is actually at 19,300. I thought we would have been down at this lower line here. With everything that's going on in the world, we've got the bond markets about ready to crash, and the Bank of England, they said they're going to print unlimited amount of money to prop it up, which should be good, for things like hard assets like Bitcoin, a million token. So here we have it, the RSI still barely holding above the moving average here. If the markets collapse, eventually Bitcoin will have to prove itself, right? It's got to have to break away from the market. We're at that point now where, if Bitcoin's down 70 or 80%, I think it's only down 70%. But if we do go down 80% or 84, the typical 84%, you're only going to have the hodlers left and the people that believe, and then they're not going to sell. And if the market continues to go down and the price of Bitcoin doesn't change, you might get some new buyers in there, and then you'll have finally a breaking from the stock market, which could just propel Bitcoin to ridiculous levels. And then when the price gets too high, the new people will be looking for different cryptocurrencies, altcoins, and I'm hoping million token will stand out being a fixed asset. It's simple to understand. It's 1 million fixed supply with zero inflation, and the energy consumption is a lot less than Bitcoin. I think that narrative is going to sell itself when the time comes and people are looking. This is Bitcoin on the monthly. You could tell sometimes it's above the moving average and below the moving average, and now we're below the moving average. In fact, let's take a measurement move from the breakout. The bottom went down to about not including wicks, 44, 48, 45% there. From the breakout to the bottom, again, it's 43%. And where we are now from the breakout to the bottom, we're at 51%. So we're even lower. Again, probably because of macroeconomics. But if you look at the MACD here, how it went from red to this like lighter red color. The bottom was, in, and then we went on a bull run. So same thing here on the monthly chart, dark red to light red. And then we kind of went on a monthly bull run there. And now we're still in this dark red. If we start going into this light red and it starts, indicating that we could be in a bull run, that's why I am somewhat dollar cost averaging now. And just looking at the broader picture here, historically speaking, we're probably in a good buyout zone. Even if we dip down, 84% from the high, which would be somewhere around 12,000. Looks like we could be around these ranges of the monthly support. That could be a drop from even where we are now of about 44%. Man, that's gonna be painful, but I think this is still a good time to buy, even though we could drop down another 44%. That's why you have to have a mindset that you're going to be in this for a long haul. And who knows where a million token will be if we come down 44%. I don't think million tokens going to go down 44%, right? Let's just say 50% from where we are now. I mean, the floor is at $1, so you could buy a lot of million token for not that much money. And I think that people that are still in the community now have excellent opportunities to be a whale of holding 1,000 or more at these prices. So, the stock market, oh yeah, we were at that kiss of death line. It looks like where we are now. Looks like the market just opened up. We're below the kiss of death. We were below it yesterday. Then I think closed above it. Now the market's opened, and we're back below that line. I think, as I posted on my Twitter page, you can kiss it goodbye, basically, because I think this is an indicator that we're going to be in a recession. And Stanley Druckenmiller had said he would be surprised if we weren't in a recession next year. This is the S&P 500 futures. I think I've covered everything here. You guys basically know what I cover and what to look for. I think you can make your own educated decisions. But the main news today was the Gate.io wallet. It is what it is. If you see a huge wick down and somebody buys it up, it's probably Gate.io. If they're buying using bots on like Uniswap and they're selling there or on Gate as well, they're probably creating a lot of volume. Just one person, which isn't really that good. But another good side of what they're doing is in a bull run, this type of entity will probably also increase the price. In a bear market, you feel like they're going to decrease the price. But if in a bull market they're selling at the peaks and they're finding that they're running out of million token, they've got to buy back in, and they've got like a massive amounts of money. They will push the price up in a bull market. So that's something to look forward to. And I think that's it for me today. Don't forget to vote in the proposal if you want to exercise your right to vote. Have a great weekend, everyone, and I will talk to you later. If you like this content, give me a like, subscribe, comment down below, and please share.